What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. I am your host, UnrealEntGaming, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Fan Mail of the Week. It is officially September. Many of you guys already started school. Many of you guys are already done with vacation. And of course, San Diego's Comic-Con is officially over. I mean, it's been over for about a month, but like I said, just so many things happening. I mean, so many things will happen beginning this month with the releases of GTA for the next-gen consoles. Of course, we have Destiny coming out, and then followed by Call of Duty, WWE 2K15. You have The Evil Within, Battlefield Hardline, Advanced Warfare. So many awesome games coming out, beginning with September, of course, now. So many awesome things, especially comic book related. I don't know if a lot of you guys have been watching Comic-Con or anything else after that, but a lot of things happening with Batman versus Superman Dawn of Justice, a lot of things happening with the Avengers Age of Ultron, so many new things with Ant-Man and a whole bunch of other things, along with Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z has been getting huge buzz lately, so great things headed our way, and it's all thanks to you guys. So I really hope you guys have been enjoying and are going to continue to enjoy. I mean, The Walking Dead Season 5 is going to come out in less than like a few weeks, so that's going to be incredible, even though I have to catch up with episode 4 and season 4. Actually, I have to catch up with the entire season 4, but nevertheless, guys, I hope you all enjoy. And before we begin, everybody, I hope you all go on ahead and subscribe and check out my second channel at UnrealEnt Network. On there, you're going to find a whole bunch of things you guys won't find on here, of course. And if you guys are looking for any cool merchandise, everybody, just don't forget to click the link below in the description box. It's unrealshops.spreadshirt.com, of course, yes. All right, well, let's begin with our first question, everybody, which begins with William Lopez. Question 1. Have you heard of the confirmation of the new King Kong movie for 2016 and Mothra, Rodan, and Ghidorah confirmed for the next Godzilla movie for this year's Comic-Con? Well, to answer your first question, yes, I have. I don't know if you watched my my Godzilla update, but yes, Rodan, Mothra, and Ghidorah. I cannot wait to see how they're going to implement those three. Of course, I want to see the designs. That's one thing that I'm really excited for, is to see the designs, especially for Ghidorah. How exactly are they going to introduce Ghidorah is a big fascination of mine, because Ghidorah is a monster that pretty much towers over Godzilla. It wields 3 heads, 2 tails, no arms, apparently. I wish I had arms, but yeah, it's just a giant, mega creature. And of course, we don't even know if Serizawa is going to stumble upon it as a Muto creature. We don't know if all 3 of these are going to be Muto creatures, of course, classified as, code names for Rodan, Mothra, Ghidorah. But they're going to be awesome, and I wonder which monster they're going to introduce first. I really think that they're going to save Ghidorah for last. But I cannot wait to see Rodan, because Rodan is like this giant pterodactyl, like a mega pterodactyl, and it's just, it's immense in size. I mean, not bigger than Ghidorah, of course, but it's a very unique origin story, because how exactly are they going to go on ahead and explain these creatures? Are they the offspring of the Muto creatures that they had in the first movie? Are they alien monsters? We do not know, but they're going to be awesome. And beginning with Godzilla 2, we're going to get to see more, and I cannot wait to see the level of destruction, because of course, we all wanted to see more destruction. Let's face it, every single person watching this right now who have seen Godzilla, they wanted to see more. And of course, I mean, you can't really blame anybody, because me, myself, I wanted to see more as well. So for me, I cannot wait to see what they're going to implement. Of course, having Ghidorah, Rodan, and Mothra. Mothra is going to be pretty cool, because it's like a giant moth creature, of course. Now, having that said, I cannot wait to see what they're going to do, because so many new things have been confirmed that it's just mind-blowing, and it's awesome. So, and to answer your follow-up question with King Kong is going to be good. Peter Jackson's King Kong was great. Now, I really want to see what they're going to do with this one. Is it a continuation? Is it a reboot? A sequel? I don't know. Is it a remake? Personally, for me, the previous King Kong, I believe released in 2004, 2005, was really cool. It was really, really good. Having Jack Black in it and stuff like that. It was a really impressive film. Although it was long, I do want to see the direction in which they're going to go with King Kong, because King Kong having to be a giant prehistoric ape, you know what I mean? It's not like Gigantopithecus. Yes, I know my animals, guys. And like Gigantopithecus in real life is the largest known, ape in the entire existence of man. But having King Kong go about, it's going to be really interesting to see how they're going to go. Honestly, I'm going to say this right now. I don't think this new King Kong movie is going to be better than the last one. I'm just going to be really honest. I feel like the last King Kong movie was great, and I don't see how they're going to top it with this one, to be honest. So, But anyways, Mr. William, thank you for the questions, my friend, and I hope you have a wonderful day, bro. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Fernando. Question number 1, do you like some of the underground rappers that talk about the Illuminati and other controversial topics in their songs? Well, to answer your question, yes, I do. I feel like a lot of the great talent lies underground. You know, like underground basketball players, underground rappers. You know, I like to call them independent performers and artists, independent basketball players, independent football players, independent rappers, independent wrestlers, independent boxers, independent MMA fighters, independent, you know, computer technology, you know, inventors. I don't know, just, you know, a lot of these underground / independent local, you know, artists and entrepreneurs, in a sense, because they are entrepreneurs. I mean, they strive to become the very best, and they strive to do something new, and of course mainstream picks it up. Now, as for the quote-unquote underground rappers talking about the Illuminati, I think that's a good thing, because the public needs to be aware with what the hell is going on. Now, I understand that a lot of you guys may not know what the Illuminati is, or just may not even care. Of course, you should care, because pretty much to sum this all up, the quote-unquote Illuminati, I believe, don't exist under that name anymore. They most likely do exist, but not under that name, not under that pretense. Of course, we do have the Bilderberg Foundation and whatnot. So these are the people that control and dictate our lives, our society, our function, our government. So by having these rappers talk about it and pretty much sum things up on a reality basis rather than a mainstream basis where all these dumbass rappers keep talking about, yeah, I have money, I have cars, I have hoes, I have this, I have that. Who the fuck cares? All of this mainstream rap nonsense is garbage. All of this mainstream shit is crap. Whatever happened to lyrical songs that made sense, that made you relate, that made you sit there and question and just have an emotional investment? Half these songs are just club songs. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a good club song to jam to when you go to the club, but I mean, shit, man. Everybody on mainstream levels are copying each other. Justin Bieber, Lil Wayne, all these motherfuckers are just a bunch of knockoffs of each other, because they're all ripping off of each other. Nobody's unique anymore. Just leave it at that. The only unique people are the ones that are underground. Now, in terms of all these underground rappers rapping about the Illuminati and controversial topics, it's good, because controversy creates cash, and cash creates controversy, of course. Now, I believe that it's a good thing for all of these rappers to talk about it, because it illuminates the audience, in a sense. No pun intended, of course, but it does bring a sense of realism. It opens up people's eyes, you know, when you hear about these people speak about what's going on. So I think it's a very, very relevant thing to do and talk about, because not a lot of these mainstream people are doing it because they're already sellouts. You know, they're all doing it for the money. They're all doing it for the Rolls Royces and all that kind of stuff. It's pathetic. It really is. I mean, but the game has changed. The game has changed. So, I mean, I still like, guys, I like rap. I like rock. This is my genre of music. I love to listen to rap, hip-hop, metal, rock, alternative pop, alternative rock, you know, just anything, you know, just any form of music, techno, house music. I'll listen to anything as long as it's good. Now, when I listen to underground music talk about and rap about the Illuminati and stuff, I feel like it's a good thing, because it's opening up people's eyes, and it's bringing, like I said, a sense of realism to the table, because all of these mainstream rappers are talking about the exact same thing, and everybody's falling for it, and it's horrible. It's really horrible the way we're living, because we have all become a bunch of savages and sheep and savages, savage sheep. That's exactly what we've become as a society, and that's just horrible, man. But anyways, Mr. Fernando, thank you for the question, and I hope you have a great day, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Jonathan. Hey, Alex, you're an awesome guy and a great role model. Thank you, man. Anyways, on to the questions. Question 1, where is Paul? Question 2, did you like the Purge Anarchy? Question 3, ass or titties? Well, that is all I have. Take care and God bless you. Thank you, John. To answer your first question, where is Paul? Where is Paul? Where is my best friend, Paul? Paul is freaking, like, buried under textbooks. And I mean, guys, listen, Paul has come to a point in his life where he really has to focus on school. School is a priority for him, because Paul is just, he's focusing to be successful, and I respect that a lot. He's my best friend. I love Paul to death. The reason why he hasn't been doing what he's been doing is because he's really focused on school. School has been really taking a toll on him. The things that he's been doing, the books that he's been hitting, that's exactly where he's been this entire time. He's been taking summer classes. He's been taking a whole bunch of extracurriculum classes, of course. He's going to be an IT technical support, engineer, I guess you could say, because he's studying computers. He's going for that kind of stuff, and he's really good at it too. So, if you're good at something, why not utilize it to its full potential? So Paul has just been in school, really hitting the books. Like, this kid has become like the Gohan of like the realm, of this realm, I guess you could say, because all he's been doing was just hitting the books, and I love the kid to death, but books have ruined his summer for like the last 2 years. The best summer we had was in 2012. He can fully vouch for that. But I just miss my old best friend. It's just like I completely understand and respect what he's doing and where he's coming from. But like sometimes you do deserve a little bit of free time, and to do a little bit of free roaming and just have fun, live life, So I really hope we get to do that before snow starts kicking in, because we are in September and it's going to start snowing like a motherfucker. So we don't want that to happen now. But to answer your second question, I did not watch The Purge Anarchy yet. I haven't even watched the first one yet. So can't give you my opinion on that. But I did hear good things about The Purge Anarchy. I heard that it's from a different point of view, and I heard that there's a lot more anarchy, so I really want to see it because I heard different things. My friend Brandon over on 3-Man Broadcast said that the movie was He said that it was kind of predictable, and it was what it was, but I want to see it just to see what it's about and how it goes about with society. Because remember, I mean, did you know that there are a lot of people out there that are petitioning for, purge-like amendments? Like, over, like, 1 million or 2 million people already signed up, to have a regulated purge, annual day in real life. That's insane. Imagine having to go through a real life purge. Like, that right there is freaking crazy. So, I did not see the movie. If you saw it, let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I mean, I didn't see it, so I can't give you my opinion. And to answer your final question, ass or titties, I would have to say I'm an ass guy. Ass on a girl is just phenomenal. So is titties, but I would prefer the ass. Yes, I mean that's my taste, of course. But what about you? Let me know, butt or chest. Let me know, because I am a butt guy. So, but anyways, my friend, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And now moving on to the next question, which is from KnucklesMan78. Here we go. I hope this makes it to fan mail of the week. So here we go. Question number 1. Have you ever seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged? And if so, do you like it? I get asked that question so many times. I mean, for many of you out there who've actually watched fan mail, you know exactly what my answer would be. But I'll answer that once again, man. It's question number 2. What is your favorite shows growing up? Okay, well, my favorite TV shows growing up. Question 3. If you were ever given the opportunity to go to WWE, NXT, and train to become the top superstar, would you do it? Even if that means you have to leave YouTube. I know a way that I can make both work, and I'll explain. Question number 4. I don't know if you are a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I would like to know your thoughts about the new movie. Question 5. If you were in Dragon Ball Z universe and you were training to become the next protector, who would you train with? Piccolo, Master Roshi, Goku, King Kai, or Vegeta? You must choose only 2 and choose wisely. Question 6. Who do you prefer as the best in the world? CM Punk, Chris Jericho, or Bret Hart? They may not be your favorite wrestlers, but they were the only ones I know to use this. And my final question, question number 7. Who is the worst wrestler of all time for you? Thanks for the time, man. I really hope you make it big on YouTube and in wrestling. Thank you, brother. To answer your first question, yes, I do watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I love Dragon Ball Z Abridged. There's nothing funnier than having a comedical version of Dragon Ball Z, especially when they like merp it out to like the final like ends of the earth. Like literally, like watching Dragon Ball Z Abridged is absolutely hilarious. Like the way they capitalize on certain things, the way they perceive certain characters, it's just absolutely amazing, and it's stunning, and I love it. I mean, I just can't wait for them to do more, because I just saw the recent what was it, Dragon Ball Z Season Kai, I believe, episode 2, when, you know, all hell broke loose with like Frieza, and, you know, all the Nameks disappearing, and Vegeta's like, I'm a Super Saiyan, all that kind of stuff. It's just hilarious, and I think it's incredible. So to answer your second question, favorite TV shows, you got me on that one. There were a lot. When I was a kid, I used to like a lot of TV shows. I'm just gonna name some right off the bat. If I can name them right now, that would be The Simpsons, South Park, The Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Dexter's Laboratory, Courage the Cowardly Dog was awesome. Mighty Morphin motherfucking Power Rangers. That was like, epicness. I used to watch the Godzilla TV series, which was okay here and there. Batman Beyond, that was awesome. Spider-Man, that was when Spider-Man used to be shown on Fox Kids on Saturdays. That made my like entire day. We had Rugrats, we had the Amanda Show. Who can forget the Amanda Show? Like that was just incredible back in the day too. I used to love Full House, believe it or not. Full House was awesome for me. The Fresh Prince of motherfucking Bel-Air was the greatest thing ever. Like I could sit there and watch that for days. And then of course we had WWF at the time, and I mean that's just to name a few right now. Those were my favorite TV shows, man, and like I'm stoked. I'm stoked that so many years have passed, and we've all evolved as people, as humans, as a society. And sometimes, like, I wish I can go back and just relive those moments, because those were moments that were so precious and so honest, you know? Like, when you were a kid, those were your glory days, I guess you could say, because all you had to really worry about was nothing. Waking up, eating, shitting, watching cartoons, playing with friends, you know, like those were the glory days, I would say, for me. So those were my favorite TV shows. To answer your third question, absolutely. I mean, that's my goal, that's my dream, WWE. If I have to go through NXT, I will do it, and I will train my motherfucking ass off to be the best. Like, I don't want to become the 15th best or like the 7th best. I want to be the best, and I will train my ass off, and I will do whatever it is I need to do as a human being, as a professional, to get there. And as opposed to leaving YouTube, I am never going to leave this place. I like what I do. I like talking to you people. I like communicating with you people. I like sharing my opinion and hearing your opinions. You know, like, if there's anything I love about YouTube, it's the community, like the way we all interact. Now, granted, you know, there are some haters, but haters come and go, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's going to have at least one person who doesn't like them for whatever reason. You know, I've had people say, oh, I don't like his voice, or I don't like the way he does this or that, whatever, you know what I mean? But I just love getting to talk to you, answering your fan mail, just whatever, man. I like interacting with you guys, and that's something that I can't really say that happens in person, because in real life, there are a lot of people out there that don't want to interact because they just feel as if, oh, it's too weird or whatever. But I'm a really friendly person. What you see on here is what you get of me in real life, you know? If anybody were to stumble upon me in real life, this is exactly how I am. You know, like, I'm an open, friendly person. Like, if you have something to say, I'm willing to hear it, you know? It's not only about my opinion, you know? I am a type of person that want to hear everybody's opinion, so that's why I'm here, especially when I ask you guys towards the end of all my videos, leave your opinions in the comment section below. I read those things, and most of you guys just have such incredible things to say. Like, I've learned a lot, you know, like, over the last 2 years from you guys and this place, you know? So, if I were to be in the WWE, I'm not going to leave this place. I'm not going to leave it whatsoever. There will be a way for me to stay, and I'll make sure of that. So, to answer your fourth question, I did not see the movie, so I can't really say, but I was never a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, to be honest. I never really cared for it as a kid. As a kid, it wasn't appealing to me, and I didn't really know much about it, nor did I care, because as a kid, I was just so infatuated by everything else, I didn't really give a damn, you know? And probably like the best show, going back to your second question, is probably Dragon Ball Z also. I mean, I used to watch that 24/7, so. To answer your fifth question, I would train with Goku and Vegeta, the most obvious. But if I can't pick one or the other, I would probably say Goku and King Kai. because King Kai would at least teach me some stuff that nobody else knows. But then again, if I can't choose King Kai or Goku, I would say Vegeta and Piccolo. Vegeta for his relentless pursuit and Piccolo for his brains. To answer your sixth question, in terms of promos, the best in the world was CM Punk. I mean, his promos spoke volumes. In terms of being a professional wrestler, I believe the best was probably Bret Hart. I don't think there's many people that can stand up to Bret Hart in terms of that caliber. Especially when he was in his prime, man. I mean, I loved Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, you know, early Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle type of wrestling, and Bret Hart, Bret Hart was Bret Hart, man. Like, I used to love his feud with Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels was another guy that I love. So, it's just like, out of those three, I would say Bret Hart. If we're talking all of them in their primes, you know, I would have to say Bret Hart. But then again, Jericho does fit a very vivid description for being the best in the world, because Jericho is always going to be Jericho, and I that's another man that I love and respect. So, I don't know. For those three, I would have to say Bret Hart. Probably, not by a lot, but, like, definitely by a little bit. So, and to answer your last question, worst wrestler for me is Khali. I think it's the Great Khali. I feel like as if, I mean, the only reason why he's there is to appeal to the Indian audience, of course, because WWE wants to start a networking business with India. And that's completely understandable, but the guy cannot wrestle. He's just really, really monstrously big. You know what I mean? Like, what, 7'4"? That's a big freaking guy. That is a huge freaking man. I'm about 6'1", so imagine, like, having a man 7'4" tower over you. I mean, he's massive in girth and size, of course. I mean, he isn't as big when he first debuted, of course, but it is what it is. You know, Great Khali had his run. We tried to see what he can do, and it was what it was. So, I would have to say Khali with all respect for that, because, I mean, he physically can't with his body. You know, he's just so damn big. But I would have to say Khali for that one, because who else is there? I mean, Hornswoggle. So, but anyways, my friend, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a fantastic day, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Gold Star Flash. How's it going, Alex? Going pretty good. It's my birthday not long ago. Oh, well, happy belated birthday, my friend. Question number 1. Do you think Vegeta is a bad father? Question 2, Beerus versus Omega Shenron. Question 3, do you think WWE is starting to be fucked up? See you later, Alex and Young Money! Alright, well, to answer your first question, is Vegeta a bad father? Yeah. I think Vegeta's a bad father because he's not there for Trunks, nor did he give a shit. He tried training him as a kid. It was what it was. Vegeta loves his son greatly, but he's never going to show it. He's never going to express it, because Vegeta will always be Vegeta. Whether anybody likes it or not, he is always going to be the representation of pride. So by him not being there for Trunks, I mean, does that make him a bad father? Yeah, because all he cared about was himself, but I think it could have been worse. You know, I think he could have been like Bardock, where he completely left Goku. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to say yeah, now that I think about it. I mean, he cared about him when in GT, but GT is not relevant. So, but just thinking about that real quick. Well, I mean, does that make Goku a bad father too? You know, he wasn't really there for most of Gohan and Goten's life. So, I don't know. I would have to say yeah, because of foolish ambition and pride and just self-centered, you know, ego to be the best. So, I'd have to say yeah on that one. To answer your second question, Beerus versus Omega. Shit, I would have to say Beerus. Beerus is just a one-of-a-kind character, and he's a god. Omega Shenron is not a god. Omega Shenron is a shadow dragon. He's a beast. He's a metamorph fusion of like all the freaking dragons. This dude is no joke either. But Beerus is on a whole nother level. Beerus is he's a god. You can't sense his power. He's incredibly fucking fast. I mean, by the time Goku even like turned his head slightly when he was a Super Saiyan 3 to look around for Beerus, Beerus was already behind him, gonna like chop him in the neck. So Beerus stands head and shoulders above Omega Shenron, and I believe that if those two were to fight, I do believe Beerus would win. But then again, I mean, it all comes down to power levels and, you know, the breakdown on how you view each individual character. But for me, I would have to say Beerus. And to answer your last question, is WWE starting to get fucked up? Absolutely not. I think this is a great time for WWE. We're gonna have 2K15 drop very soon. Sting, you know, Lesnar, all that kind of stuff. You know, the build up after SummerSlam, Night of Champions coming up. All this shit. You know, Hell in a Cell, Survivor Series. WWE, like, a lot of their guys are getting hurt. Because they want to, you know, prove a point, of course, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's not starting to get fucked up at all. You know, it's running its course, and you have to respect the individual worker for, you know, contributing to that. Because remember, back in like 2008, 2007, WWE wasn't that good. It was like, I was starting not to care. I was like, well, fuck this, you know. But now it's really, really good, you know, because they're actually building homegrown talent. They're bringing in independent guys such as Prince Devitt and Kevin Steen and Kenta and, you know, all these guys, and they're building them up, and they're going to be like the next, you know, guys. So for me, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, WWE is doing what's right for business, no pun intended, and it serves them a purpose. I mean, like I said, I mean, can you blame them? No, but they're doing a lot better than what they used to, even though the stock isn't doing so good, and yeah, they're losing money, but in terms of produce, of course, they're doing a lot better. So, but anyways, my friend, thank you for the questions, and once again, I hope you have a wonderful day. And now, on to the next question, which is from Sean Adams. Hey Alex, it's fan mail. I hope it makes it to your fan mail of the week. Question number 1. If Goku was on Marvel in DC, where do you think he would go and rank up? Do you think his Zenkai boost would help him get stronger than any of the other characters? Question 2. If Goku were on Marvel or DC, which characters would completely decimate him? Ooh, would he completely decimate? Oh, okay, alright, so he's decimating. Alright. Question 3, if Goku fought all of the beings that Superman and Hulk fought, how strong do you think he would become after each fight that includes Doomsday, Abomination, etc.? Question 4, Gears of War 3 enemies versus Resident Evil 6 enemies. And lastly, question number 5, don't you think that dead Goku should be limitless, like unlimited strength, speed, stamina, can fight forever without getting tired, and nothing physically or mentally can hurt him because he's already dead? Or do you think he should be the way he is currently when he is dead? Okay, well, to answer your first question, where would he rank? Well, I would like to see him on both Marvel and DC, because it would be really unique to see where he would stand up. He would definitely be like either number 1 or number 2 for both. Definitely, because he is just that damn good. I mean, you can't tell me that somebody like Batman can combat Goku. You know, Goku would just blast Batman halfway to hell, and that'd be it. So, I would much rather see him on Marvel. And I do believe his Zenkai boost would serve him a great purpose, because after all, after every battle, he would increase in power. And, of course, he knows, like, a bunch of transformations. So, for me, I would have to say Marvel. And in terms of his rank, he would probably be either rank 1 or rank 2. Like, the dude would be that powerful. But in terms of DC, same thing. I think his closest competition would be Superman. But what's after Superman, you know? Like, there's nothing really much to it. Of course, you got Hulk and Thor on the other side. But I would have to say Goku would rank either 1 to 2 on both sides. To answer your second question, Goku would decimate everybody. I think Goku would decimate everybody, and I also believe that he would remain a very drastic well, his only challenge would be Hulk, Thor, Superman, and probably, I would say, Galactus. But either way, it's almost as if Goku would be invincible, especially if he reached God form or Super Saiyan 3. You know, his power would be immeasurable, you know. So I think he would decimate everybody except for those characters, to be honest. I mean, just Goku's that good, guys. Goku is Goku, and his power level cannot be compared or just measured by anybody. So, like what? Like, you really believe that Spider-Man can take, you know, Goku on? It's impossible. So, to answer your third question, I think Goku would be supremely powerful if he fought Doomsday, Abomination, Galactus, and stuff like that. Although, amongst Doomsday and Abomination, I do believe Doomsday will probably give Goku a better fight. Because if Doomsday can practically kill Superman, I think Doomsday would give Goku a really tough time, to be honest. And I'm talking about, like, really tough. So Goku would have his hands full against Doomsday without a question. So yeah, I mean, I think his power would grow immensely, and he would become probably the most powerful character. I mean, would he become more powerful than Beerus? That's a question to even ask yourself. It's like, really, would he? But I'd say he'd come close enough. But his closest competition would probably be Doomsday and Galactus. So to answer your third question, the Gears of War 3 enemies would decimate the Resident Evil 6 enemies. I mean, you got Lambent fucking creatures on this side, whereas opposed to Resident Evil 6, you have a bunch of Plagas. That's not going to work out. Locust and the Lambent are definitely like miles ahead of the Resident Evil 6 enemies. The Resident Evil 6 enemies weren't even that impressive, you know. I once again, I just feel like the Gears of War 3 enemies would completely poop all over the Resident Evil 6 enemies. I mean, just from ranging from the Queen to everything else, I mean, there's no way they can win. So, and to answer your fifth question, no, they should not have it like that, because that just means that if everybody else dies, they're going to be the same way as well. It's good to have balance, especially for a character like Goku, because he deserves it, you know. Like, you need to have some sort of balance after you're dead. And you have to think, Goku was granted his body back, you know. Not everybody is granted their body for good or bad purposes, you know. So Goku having to request for that and maintain his current, you know, composure in order for him to get better, that speaks boldly, because Goku wants to increase his fighting techniques and his power and his speed naturally. So it's only natural that he did it with his body rather than just having it all given to him, like Ultimate Gohan, of course, but we're not going to get into that. But Goku really works hard for his power, you know. That's why he wasn't happy when he turned into a Super Saiyan God. So for that particular situation, I would have to say that there needs to be an order, a balance, because without a decent balance to hold your structure, there's no way Goku would even, he would be boring. He'd be another Superman, you know, infinite everything. It's like, why? Then what's the point of even training anymore, you know? Goku could defeat everybody in his natural form if that was the case. So I believe with the power of balance, that is the only way we can have a sustainable, you know, series. So, but anyways, Mr. Sean, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a wonderful day, my friend. And once again, everybody, thank you all once again for watching Fan Mail of the Week, everybody. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to go take a quick nap because I am tired as shit. I've been up for such a long time. So thank you all for watching once again, everybody. Once again, if you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest news, information, and updates. If you guys enjoyed the video, please, as always, don't forget to hit it up with a like and a favorite. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, guys, if you want to leave me fan mail, leave the fan mail in the comment section below. In particular, guys, if you guys want to make a video fan mail, just let me know and I will post it up. Make sure you guys send it to me, and do not delete it after a few days, please. Just keep the video up. So once again, everybody, thank you all for watching. More is coming your way. As I said, it's September, so what more can we do except just expect a very cold winter, especially with the polarity switching and the polar vortex, and oh my god, we're gonna have a crazy winter, let's just say. So thank you all for watching once again, everybody, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.